Breaking news about the NSA leaker, Edward Snowden, given documents that will allow him to leave the airport in Russia. He's been holed up there, you'll remember, for close to a month. Phil Black is on the phone from Moscow, tracking these new developments for us. Phil, can you hear me?
Yeah, Chris, I've got you. It now looks very much like Edward Snowden, the NSA leaker. He's going to be walking or leaving Moscow's Sheremetyevo airport today. You may remember 1 week ago he officially applied for temporary asylum in Russia. As part of that process, we have expected for some week now that he would at some point receive paperwork that would allow him to leave the airport while that official application for asylum is processed. While the application for asylum could take some months, it was always expected that he would receive some documents that would officially allow him to enter the country and wait somewhere in Russia while that application is being considered. We're now being told that he has received those documents, that paperwork that will finally allow him, after more than a month, to leave the transit area here at Moscow Sheremetyevo Airport and enter Russia. It's expected that that will happen sometime today. We do not know how. We do not know if we will get to see him, but he has received that paperwork. He will finally be able to leave this airport. Thank you, Chris.
All right, Phil, let me ask you a follow-up on this. Just to be clear, documents to leave the airport, does that mean the same thing as temporary asylum in Moscow? Could it mean something else, that he's headed somewhere else?
No, this is an interim measure. So this is some short-term official status that will allow him to enter the country officially, because, remember, he doesn't have any passport, doesn't have any travel documents. He's effectively stateless at the moment. But these documents that he's received today will allow him to enter Russia for the duration that it takes to properly assess his formal asylum application. That could take up to 3 months. This is the documentation that will allow him to enter the country while that formal application for temporary asylum in this country is officially considered.
Okay, Phil Black, thank you very much. So this is still a step that you have to look at as the Russians doing something that's not necessarily in U.S. interest in terms of what they want. I appreciate the reporting. Get back to us.